Now we have still now seen about have discussed about the Gerber plot format. The next thing we will discuss is the next format that KiCad has provided. Plot format KiCad is the PostScript. If we click on this, you can see a few of the settings have now got active. The over here you can see that we have a scale factor over here, x scale factor and y scale factor. This controls how coordinates in the board file will be scaled to coordinates in the PostScript file. Using a different value of x and y scale factor will result in stretched or distorted output. These factor may be used to correct for scaling in PostScript output device to achieve an extra scale output. The next thing that you see in the PostScript options is the track width correction, a global factor that is added from the size of tracks via vias and pads when plotting a PostScript file. This factor may be used to correct for errors in the PostScript output device to achieve an exact scale output. So in the PostScript option, the next thing is the force A4 output. When enabled, the generated PostScript file will be A4 size, even if the KiCad board file is of a different size. So if you check this, then our board file will be A4 size, even if you choose any other board files, if the board file is of different size. After the next thing is after the PostScript is the SVG format. Over here you can see SVG options that it says about the precision. Precision controls how many significant digits will be used to store coordinates. As you can see, by default it is 4 over here, and the units control the units that will be used in SVG file. Since the SVG format has no specified unit system, you must export using the same unit setting that you want to use for importing into other softwares. The next thing after SVG is the DXF options. Over here you can see these are the DXF options. The first thing over here in the DX options, you see that plot graphic items using their contours. Graphic shapes in DXF files have no width. This option controls how graphic shapes with a width or a thickness in a KiCad board are plotted to DXF file. When this option is enabled, the outer contour of the shape will be plotted. When this option is disabled, the center line of the shape will be plotted. And the next thing you see over here is the use KiCad font to plot text. Use KiCad font to plot text. When enabled, the text in the KiCad design will be plotted as graphic shapes using the KiCad font. When disabled, text will be plotted as DXF text objects, which will use a different font and will not appear in exactly the same position and size as shows in KiCad board editor. The next thing is the export unit. Over here it is in inches and millimeters. Two options are given in the export unit, and this export unit controls the units that will be used in DXF file. Since the DXF format has no specified unit system, you must export using the same unit settings that you want to use for importing into other softwares. After the DXF plot format, you will see over here is the HPGL plot format. So it has an extra option. It is extra option that is HPGL option, that is default pen size. It controls the plotter pen size used to create graphics. So over here we have seen that we choose different formats like Gerber format. You will see that general options remain the same, while we have certain settings regarding the Gerber options. Similarly, if I choose PostScript, then we get the PostScript options over here. If we choose SVG, then SVG related options over here. If we choose DXF, then DXF options over here. Similarly for HPGL over here, it has only this one option. The next thing is, if you want to generate or plot your PCB in the PDF format, then similarly the output mode, what you want, it should be black and white or color, whatever the format you want to choose for your PDF format. In the similar way, you can include your layers for the exporting your PCB or plotting your PCB in the PDF format. So hope you have understood the all the options, different plot formats that are provided by the KiCad.